You're on my couch.
I've been so excited to be on this couch.
Yeah.
It's about time. I feel like last time I was here was just after Sri Lanka, wasn't it?
Yes.
So that was
November.
the first work trip we've done together. And how fun was it?
It was so fun. I mean, it was exhausting.
It was exhausting. And for international training, I mean, I do a lot of international training, as you know, but it's so different to normal training.
It really was.
You really have to just like fly by the seat of your pants and like turn up. Whatever happens, you just have to sort of deal with it. How did you find it?
I found it a lot.
Yeah. Because you were doing microblading. I was obviously
yeah.
doing lash extensions and brows.
It was quite an intense treatment week, to teach. And it got me that the language barrier.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
Yeah, I think generally, even with like Google Translate, there's a lot of words that you use in microblading that make no sense in other languages. But that was the first challenge.
That was the first challenge, the language. But actually, that was... By the end of the week, they had actually listened to me and took it in.
They done so well.
They did really well.
It was you've done a fantastic job.
It was really rewarding, but yeah, really hard.
Have you been busy with training?
I've actually restructured my courses a little bit, but yeah, the microblading since Sri Lanka, microblading, people have sent inquiries about microblading refreshers course because they might have trained back in the day, because I feel like microblading... Things
really change, don't they? Like the techniques and the products that you use and the pigments. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're really well developed now, the pigments, I think. And I feel like it's coming back around.
Well, lots of people, myself included, had like tattooing years ago, and then there's pigment left in the skin that you sort of either need like repairing or lasering off. Yeah. Because that's a big thing now, isn't it? Like removing and then redoing it with a better pigment.
And sometimes I do, like when I'm actually doing the treatment for customers, I'd say, I think you need some removal. Yeah. Because you'll get a better outcome.
Yeah,
but
with
the
like
pigments
less of a base.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to deal with a bit of a base that's left on the skin, and you can deal with that, but sometimes removal is just best.
Yeah, definitely.
Start again.
Yeah.
I actually had removal. I don't know if you knew that, but
you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I had semi-permanent makeup. Probably must be near on 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably the same as me when I learned. Yeah,
and then they were quite thick and heavy.
Yeah,
and still not budging from my skin. Whereas now they're designed to fade a little bit.
And
more,
how was the colour set? Because you had them re-microbladed, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, they look fantastic. Actually, by the wonderful Emma, who did mine as well. So.
I wouldn't trust anyone else.
No, she's
and I definitely wouldn't
fantastic.
trust myself doing myself.
No, imagine the movement.
No.
I'm doing a lot of face-to-face training, which we're finding like with post-COVID, there was so much online training which worked quite well for some people, but not so well for others.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I feel that the online training does work really well, especially for like younger learners, because they're sort of a bit more like they can do it in their own time, they can be at home, use the products. But then what we offer as Lash Perfect is a face-to-face option as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes people might do an online course and then think, right, I want a bit more help face-to-face. And the refreshers are really good as well.
I think refreshers are great. I think, there's that whole like confliction with like online or face-to-face. I personally love face-to-face training.
Face-to-face, yeah.
But I agree. I think there's a huge place.
Yeah, it depends what sort of learner you are, doesn't it? Like some people find it quite stressful having like, I always think when I'm teaching and I'm sort of like hovering over someone, I can feel that they're a bit nervous of me like watching. Yeah. So I think sometimes a bigger group actually works a bit better to have like, sort of circling around the room and then sort of like looking and giving like advice and stuff. But online and a combo I think is quite good, but with some treatments like lash extensions it does help to physically see it.
I agree. It's a hard one, isn't it? Because sometimes you need to see the students and what they're doing, because they could be, if you have been taught online, and perhaps I've had people that have come in for a refresher or needing help troubleshooting because they've been taught online and the skills set just aren't quite right. And there's just small things and adjustments that you can make.
They've picked up something wrong from the online training and then they've sort of gone in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
they've been like sticking the lash upside down for the whole time without realising. So I think it's good to have both options.
Yeah, the blended learning works well. I think people do learn differently, so we have to accommodate that.
Yeah.
But it's all fun. But a bit of face-to-face, can't beat it.
Absolutely. So treatment-wise,
oh yeah,
how's the salon? Is it busy?
Oh my God, I don't know about you, but
well, that's what I said to you
gone crazy
the other week.
This year.
I thought January, February was supposed to be quiet. We're supposed to be like low-key relaxing.
No,
Absolutely
no
not. Everyone wants everything done.
I need a nap on the sofa.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's been really great. I mean, we can't complain. But yeah, it has been busy. But you seen a shift in treatments, like what people are having? Or
I'm finding I'm doing loads of lash lifts, which is great. Lash lifts and tints. Obviously, I'm a lash extension girly. I would never. I mean, maybe one day a little lash lift, but I love lash extensions. But I mean, I think like the bread and butter treatment for me personally is lash extensions.
Yeah.
Like every 2 to 3 weeks, I have the same clients come in. Often they link treatments with brows or they link treatments with nails, which works really well for lash extensions. Yeah. And then the lash lift, obviously, there's a slightly longer turnaround time. So you see the client less frequently, but it's definitely something that like people are having done every 6 to 8 weeks. So what does your day look like in the salon? I mean, obviously it's always different, but a typical day for you.
A typical day, I could be going from like a microblading, changing the room around, going into a facial, and then doing some lashes and brows. So yeah, it can be really varied. I do waxing, massage, facials. The other day I had 3 massages in a row.
Oh my God. You must be exhausted.
I was exhausted.
Get the coffee on.
I was exhausted. It was actually really challenging.
What jars me is if I'm like lash, and then I'm like, oh, Hollywood wax. I'm like, oh God.
Top to bottom.
I don't mind doing them at all, but it's more just like when you're sort of sitting nice and relaxing, like doing your lashes with your music on, and then you're like, oh, I've got to get some energy going to do some waxing.
I must admit, sometimes I just want to be in like lash girl mode.
Yeah.
Or I like, some days I like the variety, and sometimes, like you say, if you've been doing lashes all day and you've got to go into a facial, I'm like,
it's disruptive.
I'm not sure I'm up for this.
I think as a beauty therapist, you want to be a specialist in something as well as like turning your hand to everything. But I think people sort of respect you more if you're like, this is my master skill and I do everything, but this is what I'm like known for. So would you say microblading?
You forced me to.
I did, didn't I?
I wasn't going to do it.
It's like, have you thought about microblading?
No, absolutely not. And then you forced me, and now I love it.
I mean,
I'm glad. Thank you.
I say forced. It wasn't. You didn't resist much.
You're like, well, you did say you're going on this course. Like, okay. No, I didn't.
There we go.
But no, I actually am really glad. I hadn't thought about it because I was just staying in my lane. But I'm actually really glad.
I suppose that's it, isn't it? Like I probably, when I went on the massage course, I thought, I'd never considered that before because I'm like, well, I'm a lash person. Why would I? I'm not a holistic therapist, but actually I enjoyed the massage.
It's good to learn, isn't it? Like, and I don't know, you might end up being a masseuse.
Who knows?
Just a masseuse.
I work out of Soho House 2 days a week, Shoreditch House and Primrose Hill, and then I work out of Tahiti Beauty Salon, which is my mum's. So that's been there for 40 years now.
That 40.
So that salon is insane. Like, you know, it's incredible. Like it does all the treatments, beauty to its core, like waxing, facial. So I sort of, because I learned to do treatments like from school, essentially, from the age of 16.
Mum forced you, did she?
Yeah. Well, no, absolutely. I was desperate to.
Was you?
Yeah. I remember being like, exactly. I remember being like, Mum, can I do that lady's top coat? And she'd be like, maybe you can spray the like quick dry spray and make her a coffee. But no, I think for me, like salon life has always been so important and such a big part of like who I am. And obviously like working with my mum, like you've got Coco now doing your facials.
Yeah.
And that was me like growing up. So she's had the salon for 40 years. And
has it always been in that spot?
It was in another spot for a couple of years before, but it's always been in Collier Row.
Yeah, I only ever known it there because I trained there back in the day.
So it's sort of like I do 2 days a week there now, and I do predominantly lashes and brows, but actually a bit of everything, like a bit of waxing, some skincare.
Are you enjoying that? Because you were just lash and brow queen.
I am. And I actually went on a couple of like a massage course, a facial course. So
lovely.
Watch this space. Oh. What are you doing for brows now? Apart from microblading, what brow treatment is your most popular?
I'm actually a thread queen.
You are, aren't you?
I am. So
You're so good at threading. Because when you did mine, why did you do mine in Sri Lanka? And I was like, didn't even hurt.
Lay on the bed.
Yeah, it didn't even hurt. You're so good.
I love it actually. Yeah,
I'm not very good at threading.
Of threading, and I do it. So I do a hell of a lot of threading.
Great.
I'm teaching the girls threading actually because I think there needs to be more.
Maybe you should teach me.
I'll teach you thread. You get candid.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think thread? So. Maybe we'll see.
In your mouth. No, I really love threading, and that is, I've got a big market for threading because actually no one around here that does it.
With a threading option, do you do a tint and a thread or just straight up
tint and thread? Yeah, mostly that's like majority of the clients for brows. We also offer brow lamination. We've done that for a good while, but it's still super popular, but it has changed. So we're now doing like softer laminated look.
Oh, okay.
A baby lamb, we call it.
Oh, nice.
Baby lamb.
That's a good idea.
So it's like not quite as like as severe like brushed up. Some people still like that look and it is still quite popular, but we've definitely seen a little shift where people are like, oh, they might have it brushed up in the middle here at the front of the brow softer. And then start going round more instead of like the whole lot.
That's great.
Facing up. So it's been seen a shift in that, and that's been really popular to have like a baby lamb, we call it.
With lamination, I suppose it's like the reminder of reminding clients that like you do have to brush your brows every day.
Yeah.
So the amount of times that like people like message the next day, they're like, oh, they don't look the same now, and it's like, well, you do have to brush them again.
I think they think they're just stuck there.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get glues to do that.
That's true, but I think
can keep them
that's the conception of a brow lamination, is that the brows are like stuck to your face, which they're not.
Misconception.
Definitely.
Huge misconception. They are more pliable, right?
Yeah,
you can just maneuver them a little bit.
I don't know whether you've found, but I know that over the years, like I've got some clients where we've sort of trained, because the way that the direction of your hair growth is the main thing, isn't it? So sometimes the hair growth on one brow might be upwards and on this one is slightly over. Yeah. So like retraining the direction of the hair growth is something that can be done, isn't it?
It can be done now, yeah. And I noticed when people have overplucked back in the day, their hair, if they've really overplucked, the hairs might grow back sparse, few and far between, and they're a bit erratic. Yeah. Oh my God, they're all over the place.
Yeah, so actually even just using like a Vaseline or something to just like train the hair to grow in that direction really helps.
Really helps, yeah. And then the lamination, we can position them lovely.
Exactly.
Perfect.
They can be like more like related friends.
Not
sisters, not twins.
We've got some fun stuff to play with. The new, well, they're not new,
pre-made fans,
the spires, and the what's the other one? There's 2 new styles.
What are they called?
There's definitely a spire.
There's definitely a spire.
There's definitely a spire.
But anyway, those.
But yeah, they're really fun.
They look like a leaf almost.
Like a leaf, yeah.
I love those.
How fun.
My only reservation is that when they fall out, they leave a bigger gap.
They do.
So, and they're great on a full set and they look fantastic.
And I think someone whose lashes could tolerate and hold that type of...
Yeah, they're actually not that heavy.
Are they not?
Fair.
No, that's good to know.
No, but they are great.
But they're a bit of fun, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, I haven't done a full set because so many of my clients retain their lashes.
Infills, yeah.
Oh, I want a full set in.
It's nice to do like a full set from scratch, isn't it? What about the press and go lashes?
Oh, I love press and goes.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever be like a bit of a lash extension guy, as
a retail edge. Like I always, when I'm doing a client, I'll always talk to them about the cleansing of their lashes. They'll walk away with a cleanser, maybe a mascara if they're sort of going away and they want sort of an oil-free option.
Yeah.
But the press and go is such a good option for like if they're going to be away for 3 or 4 weeks and they think, oh, I'm going to need an infill. But you've managed to like factor it in as a bit of a treatment here, haven't you?
Yeah, we have actually, which is great. And that wasn't the intention. I was just doing it as a bit of fun over Christmas. Yeah. And now it's kind of part of our treatment menu. Yeah. So
tell me what you do.
So what we do with the press and go is I always feel like we think they're easy, right? We tested them and used them.
Yeah.
They're quite easy to apply, but I still find some people have bought them a bit
I think we forget that like our muscle memory is like without even thinking, we're like, oh yeah, that goes there, yeah.
But people are a bit cat-handed.
Upside down,
inside out, like on their brow. I'm like, what are you doing with them? Bring them in. So anyway, the customer brought them in. This is actually one particular customer. And I put them on for her and then they were lovely, obviously right way up. Anyway, so I thought, oh, hold on a minute. We can incorporate this for Christmas.
Yeah,
like the client buys the press and go pack.
Yeah.
We apply them complimentary and then they take the rest of the pack. So I get about...
You get loads out of them, don't you?
Yeah, at least 3 full sets. And if you're just topping a few up, you can, you can use them with just little top-ups, right?
I just love that they're pre-glued because I feel like the theory of them is great, but if you had to glue them yourself, it would be so messy.
Oh, it's just so quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you've done yours in your car, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. That was like the 24 hours that I took my lashes off. So I was like, since I've got the 24 hours, I might as well give it a try. No, well, I went to the path and I was like,
God, how dare you be seen without lashes?
My lashes are like poker straight. So I've been wearing lashes for years and as we know, and I like them quite thick, but I feel like if I had mine a different curl, and I say this to clients all the time, if I had mine straighter, they would last longer.
Yes,
because mine are so straight.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want them curly. And I'll have them done every 14 days. What do you normally have on your lashes?
I go for a CC.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was doing cat. I do love the flicky look.
Yeah.
Like more cat. But now, because I'm of age,
I was going to say,
I like to open my eyes up.
Hate to say it, but we're not getting younger.
We're not getting younger. So I am now a baby doll.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need the length in here.
In the middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, baby girl.
I find, I don't know about you, but I find people become quite obsessed with the cat eye and it doesn't suit everyone. So I think it's like, I don't know about you, but I quite often like hold the mirror in front of a client and sort of explain about the different eye shapes. And I've started mapping on the eye with the eye open.
Oh,
with like looking in the mirror and showing the client, right, if you're looking directly at the mirror, this part of your like unfortunately I have a bit of a droop, but you know, like this part here, you want to open the eye up. And if you elongate from here, it's going to make the eyes drop down. So I think when you explain that to the client, they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Understand.
And they can see it physically.
Yeah, and that consultation I find is so important, because I think that so many times people come in and jump on the bed and they're like, yeah, I want a cat eye, Russian, full set, whatever. And someone just does it, and it's like, well, actually, if you did something slightly different, it would really accentuate your eyes much better.
We can do a lot with styling, can't we?
Definitely.
And I don't know about you, but until they get onto the couch, close their eyes sometimes, a lot of people have poor lashes on the outer corners. Yeah. Whether that's through rubbing or...
So if you want a cat eye, it's like you can't...
It's impossible sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Those shorter lashes, if you put a long lash on there, they're just going to fall out really quickly. And then they end up with the length in here in the middle, anyway.
Yeah. And I actually still find those two styles the most popular, because there's angel eye, there's fox eye, there's people come to us with like all these new...
Can I have a squirrel?
I'm like, okay, what's that one?
Do you find on lashes, have you found like the styling is different to what it used to be? Yes. Like, are you using like different curls and things?
Yeah.
Or...
I mean, I also loved a thick, big lash. You still quite like yours thick, don't you?
I still like mine quite thick, yeah.
But in Essex, we were renowned for thick, heavy lashes. I never loved them that thick and heavy on my clients, and I didn't ever produce them that thick and heavy.
Yeah, because you create a style for yourself, don't you? Like as a technician, and
we was quite soft, a little bit wearable. I guess our clientele as well was a little bit of a older market. Yeah. But there's been a bit of a shift, and people are liking a lot more lash lifts now, and like lighter Russians or hybrids. And
also like the longevity, like them lasting like a good 2-3 weeks without feeling like you need an infill is better, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen a bit of a shift in that. So although we've never done them super heavy, they were thicker and heavier a good few years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's all a bit softer, a little bit more natural. But we've seen a rise in it definitely here in Essex and in our salon from lashes to lash lift. So
great.
And then
I would say I'm the same. Yeah. So in London, it's definitely lots more natural, lots more lash lift. And again, like optimizing how long the lashes last rather than them being like thick and full for an event. I do quite a lot of hybrid.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of wet look. Do you do much of that?
Yeah, I love wet look. Yeah.
And I find the hybrid is good because you get that more wispy. And I find that's a lot of what people ask for, like the word wispy. And I find, I don't know about you, but I always show a couple of pictures and say like, do you like this or do you like that? Because sometimes people's perceptions of wispy are really different.
Yeah. Well, that's because like it's great to get some idea online. So people, I get people to show me a picture of what they think of, and then I've got to try and figure out what that might be. And normally it's a strip lash they're showing me.
Absolutely. I had that the other day. I had a lady come in who was sort of quite a bit older, and she said, I want them like this, and she showed me a picture of like, I think it was like Kylie Jenner or something with like a strip lash on, and I was like, these are really lovely, but these are strip lashes, you know, like it's...
And not suitable for your pokey little short stumps that you got.
Well, you don't want to offend the client.
No, don't offend.
But equally, you sort of need to like manage the expectations of just being like, Kylie Jenner looks great here as a 25-year-old.
With a big thick lash.
So I think it's just like making sure that you communicate that to the client, because if you spend an hour and a half like labouring over a set of lashes, when they open their eyes, you want them to be happy.
Oh my God, yeah.
And maybe press and go would be the option if they want to look like Kylie Jenner.
Get the press and goes if you want to look like Kylie.
The other thing we need to talk about is Korean Lash Lift.
Korean, yes. Yeah. How did we forget about that? That's what we were saying about moving... The business is moving towards
being different.
Lash lifting.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I find that the like Korean beauty in general, like everybody is obsessed, which I think is fantastic, because like they're sort of so advanced with everything, especially like skincare and all beauty treatments. So the Korean system, which is using cysteamine rather than thioglycate for the lash lift, it's a great trend. It's working really well. And in salon, it's great to just have like sort of a slightly different edge on a treatment you already do.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but I'm finding like I'm moving clients over to Korean.
Absolutely.
Or sort of just suggesting that as another treatment.
Yeah, we haven't used it loads yet, because we've only just got it into salon more recently, but you are the queen of Korean, I feel like.
Korean
queen. But yeah, we've had some really great results. There's definitely a place for it for certain customers with certain lashes. Yeah, it's a really good result so far.
I'm finding that what I'm doing is like to determine whether you do a normal lash lift or Korean lash lift is usually on like the quality of the hair, the sort of lift they want. If they specifically ask for the Korean lash lift, then amazing.
And we have had as well. People, want
coming in especially for that, definitely.
For
But I think that the normal lash lift, the Lash Perfect lash lift, I get such great results as well. But the main difference I find is the texture of the hair,
condition of the hair.
So with the Korean lash lift, the hairs stays a lot softer, but with the normal lash lift it's a bit more structured, which some people's hairs need. So like if there's a really strong hair, or if they like that more defined look, then the diglycate lash lift is
the regular lash lift.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have had men ask for Korean lash lift. Yeah,
I've done a lot of men actually. In London there's lots, which I think is great,
because that could give a slightly softer, depending on the rod that's used, slightly softer, more natural look.
With men's treatments for brow lamination and lash lift, what I tend to do is with a lash lift use a larger rod, so it's a less intense curl, but also with the tint. So the tint, like either no tint or like a soft brown
or something.
Because otherwise, like, I mean, to be fair, some men do want them to look more intense, but most of the time it's like they don't want to look too groomed.
And
Or at least if you do like a mid brown or a light brown tint, if they want to add mascara, they can do if that's the look they're going for.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah.
Go guys.
How are you with taking before and after photos?
I'll make Leanne do it.
I feel like when I scroll through my camera roll, I'm like, there's just thousands of people's eyes.
I've got a lot of eyes, faces.
Yeah. Also like half blinks as well.
Yeah,
like...
lots of those. But no, I actually do quite enjoy it. It's just quite a bit time poor.
That's it. And I always think that like you can do the best set of lashes, but if you don't get a good picture, like how are you going to advertise it? This is the different
people
options.
People are bored of before and afters, by the way.
Well, I don't know. I hadn't thought of that. Are you bored of before and afters?
Maybe it's because I've done so many.
I think maybe for us they feel yeah, but I think that when it's a good like transformation,
then okay, maybe we still need before and after.
Maybe we need to like do slightly different transitions.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a lot of work, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm tired just thinking about it.
When we decided to be beauty therapists, we didn't think we were also going to be like marketing managers and content creators.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah, we do.